Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today. So we're in Enderby right now, and we're going to head east. Turning off the highway here, Highway 97, we're going to head east towards Mabel Lake. And the actual community is called Kingfisher, but a lot of people just refer to it as going to Mabel Lake. It's the main kind of route to get there. In Kingfisher, this part of Mabel Lake, is actually where the Shuswap River drains the lake. So this is the Shuswap River here. So it's going to be coming out of Mabel Lake and then eventually coming under this bridge and heading towards eventually Shuswap Lake. This is really popular with people that have kayaks or float in inner tubes, that sort of thing. There's lots of places along here, depending on how long of a float you want to do. Best to look it up on the internet. I did a video where I went from Grinrud to Enderby, and I had some tables that showed some of the times for the distance, different places that you go and launch from, and then you get out, and it kind of give you an idea of the times. So there's that kind of information available online if you just Google it. This little spot right here is called Ashton Creek. So there's a little gas station there with a grocery store and pretty much everything you kind of need. Take a turn up to the right up here. This is Trinity Valley Road, and that heads towards Enderby, BC, but also a lot of camping spots along that road. Crosses over the river on a bridge just a couple miles there in area on the other side. But we'll take that route another day and go to Enderby. That would be a good trip too. It's a dirt road, and it kind of seems longer than it actually is sometimes, just because it's kind of rough. So in the spring and that, if it's muddy. There's lots of places along here to launch a kayak or inner tube, but you want to be careful. There are some dangerous spots, some rapids, that sort of thing. You got to kind of make yourself aware on the dangers, because people die every year on this river. And there's some places where you don't want to get in an inner tube out there and then go down some rapids or something you don't know about. You see, pretty soon we'll get closer to the water, and the road runs right along it, and you can just see there's all kinds of places to stop and have a picnic or something. This little community out here called Kingfisher, the one that we're headed to, it's pretty seasonal for the most part. There are people who live year-round out there, but I don't know anybody that lives out there, and it seems like everybody is from out of town, and there's some kind of, I guess they're RV park type things, and maybe even some timeshare type stuff, but yeah, it seems quite popular with tourists and that. Might even be a golf course out there. Actually, I think there is a golf course. Always see lots of golf carts out there. Maybe more than one, but everything's kind of gated for the most part. There's a couple of campgrounds. It's actually kind of disappointing there isn't any kind of a park or you know, even a parking lot or a picnic area or anything like that out there, because that's kind of what it needs. Like, you drive out there and there's not really a lot of room to do anything like that for a day trip, unless you're just coming down to go on the river here. At least my experience anyway. So in the trees, in between the trees here, there's little spots where you can pull out with your car or truck or whatever. And I think there's some that even have maybe a picnic table or two. I think I pulled out into this one right there, a little parking lot thing. There might be something, it might be a picnic table there, can't remember. There are lots of RV campgrounds and that along here. This road here to the left, that's what we call Noisy Creek, and that's a Forest Service road, but if you have a really good 4x4, you can get up to the Alpine, above the trees and that, and there's a big forestry lookout, old forestry lookout up there. One of those buildings that's kind of built up on stilts to get above the snow and that. And they used to do some sighting for forest fires and that. And that's still up there, but it's pretty neat. But even I remember going up there, late July, and there's still, 4 feet of snow in places. Just going by memory, I think it was something like 7,600 feet or something up there. But yeah, pretty good view, because it's about the highest thing around. But that's you gotta have a pretty specialized kind of vehicle most of the time to get up there. And yeah, there's one road, and it's not like it's really rough, when the weather's nice, but the rocks they're all about the size of basketballs, so it's not like it's difficult, but it's like relentless. You're just bouncing off these things the whole way up. So this is the start of Kingfisher. You got a little fire hall back there and stuff. Turn down that road there, that takes you down to little marina and stuff, but there's really no parking down there. And then to the left here is kind of one of those gated communities. I think it might be the golf course, I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of that up here. think there's an airport here too, like a little one, so people actually fly in that have places here too. So the lake is just to the right here. It's really hard to see Mabel Lake, but there's very few places you can actually see it. We'll drive down here, and I'll stop in a couple spots where you can kind of see down to the boat launch. See what's down there. Usually a little spot, and then to the left there you see just an RV campground kind of thing. Quite a few people live here, like seasonally, but you know, like, it's one of the worst kind of laid out communities just because there is no park. So I've spun around on a 180 just so you can see the exact same thing again, but we'll go the other way and I'll kind of point down the boat launch here so you can kind of see what the lake looks like. It's pretty neat, and there's very little development on the lake. Look at all the golf carts, holy mackerel. Well, that's going to basically be it for this video. Thanks for joining me. And if you like this kind of thing, don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to be doing more camping in the next few videos. And yeah, we'll see what happens this summer. Hopefully it's nice like this. But we'll catch you on the next one. One last look at the lake.